Welcome to episode number 20 of the Minnesota Twins March to October Continued in Franchise Series. Today, I'm going to be playing Game 6 of the 2020 ALCS against the Yankees with the Yankees I'm going to be filming Game 6 of the 2020 ALCS against the Yankees with the Yankees up 3-2, and Game 6 is at Target Field in downtown Minneapolis. So, we were down 3-1 in the series, but we ended up winning Game 5 4-3 if you haven't seen that episode yet. Which was, I think, three videos ago on this channel. It'll be the eye in the sky and top right hand corner. Usually, with every series, the top right hand corner, I put the last episode of that series, and I'll do it again for this video. I've been doing it even if I don't say it in the video. I've still been doing it, although if I haven't said it in the video. So we were up 4-0 in this game, but the Yankees ended up getting, I think, well, we got 3 in the 4th on a 2-run triple by Martinez and then a sad fly by Gonzalez. And then in the 5th, Martinez had a sad fly. And then the Yankees in the bottom of the 5th got I think it was an RBI ground out by Luke Voigt. And then they got 2 in the 8th. It was a Sanchez solo home run and then a Judge RBI double. So the RBIs was Judge, Sanchez, and Voigt. And then home runs are Sanchez, and the doubles are Judge, Stanton, and Gregorius. But yeah, and then now, we're doing the Game 5. Both teams got a day off. Now we're doing the Game 6. Both teams got a day off. Game 6 and Game 7, if there's a Game 7, are both at Target Field. So that means, we were down 3-1. We had to win 3 straight games, but only one had to be on the road, and that is over with. Now, if we didn't win the next 2 games, well, if we didn't win this game, we force the Game 7. If we didn't win that game, we'll obviously win the pennant. But if we win the next 2 games, we win the pennant, but both of those games will be at home. There'll be at least one game at home. The only way that there won't be at 7 games is if the Yankees win this game. It's Kyle Gibson for us and James Paxton for the Yankees. And then for Game 7, if there is one, it's Jose Barrios for us and Masahiro Tanaka for the Yankees. And the other, I believe, yeah. So the 15th was Game 5 of our series. Game 6 of the NLCS is the 16th, which that's the day off for us. So, it's Vince Velasquez for the Phillies, Jay Aron for the Mets. The Phillies are up 3-2, and Bryce Harper's 1 win away from making it to the World Series for the first time in his career. Because obviously the Nationals made it the first year that he wasn't on the team. It was 2019 he went to the Phillies, so he's on the Phillies. But obviously the Nationals have really won a World Series a year after Bryce Harper, was on a different team, obviously, because he was a free agent, and the Nationals aren't interested. And I did that because, didn't Bryce Harper sign like a big contract like Lindor? That's the way now. It seems like everyone's trying to get these big contracts. And also the Phillies beat the Cubs at home in a wild card game in this game. Beat the best team in the National League, the Pittsburgh Pirates, which is the complete opposite of real life. They beat them 3-1, and now they're at 3-2 on the Mets, who beat the Dodgers in the NLDS 3-2. But obviously the Division Series is best of 5, and the Championship Series and the World Series is best of 7. And obviously the wild card is 1 game, obviously. So yeah, let's get into. Well, first I want to see who wins Game 6. So I know Sim and did I turn him off? I just wanted to shut him off. Oh, and I also simmed. Well, I didn't sim our game, but it simmed their game. It simmed Game 7 too, because I just said I wanted to play this game, and then it said the other games would be simmed, so it was a set-end game. And when you do that, if there's 2 games and you want to play the set-end game, this first game is automatically simmed. Even if you say I'm going to play it and actually then go back, it still sims it. So the Mets got Game 6 4-2, and the Phillies both teams got 2 in the 2nd, and then the Mets got 2 in the 8th, and then locked it down in the 9th. And the Phillies only had 4 hits. The Mets had 9, but obviously the Mets had 4 runs and the Phillies had 2. In Game 7, the Phillies got 1 in the 5th. Mets got 1 in the 6th. Obviously, this is in New York, because obviously the Phillies were a wildcard team. And then the Mets walked it off in the bottom of the 10th. So the Phillies 1 game away from the World Series, Bryce Harper and the Phillies were 1-1 away from the World Series. Lost Game 6 4-2 and Game 7 2-1 in 10 innings. And Bryce Harper, he went 2 for 3 in Game 7 with a walk and a strikeout. The person, the only RBI was, did they get an RBI? It was Hernandez, Cesar Hernandez. And I think then Quinn, Roman Quinn pinch ran for Harper in the 8th inning, but it didn't happen. And then 2 RBIs. Ramos got one and Pera got the other. Was it a home run? Now, I think it was the RBIs is Ramos and Pera, and then sac fly was Ramos. I'm not sure if they won it on a sac fly or by Ramos, or they did it on a single by Pera. I'm not exactly sure, but we're playing the Mets. As you can see here, the Mets are in the World Series. Obviously, for the first time since 2015, which they played the Royals, and they lost 4-1. So, yeah, the Mets, I mean, they won Game 6 and 7 after they were down 3 games. Wait, I want to make sure. Where did that? No, I was making sure they weren't down 3-1. They were down 3-2, but Game 6 and 7, obviously, if there was a Game 7, were both in New York, and obviously they won Game 6, and so obviously it would be a Game 7, and they won Game 7 too. So they won Game 6 and 7, and both of those games were at Citi Field in New York. So they won Game 6 and 7, and both of those games were at home. And it's the same thing for us. Can we do that? If we can, we'll move on. We'll be playing the Mets in the World Series. If we can't, the Yankees will be playing the Mets. And that would be also a coincidence. I just realized that it would be the battle in New York in the World Series if the Yankees get there. Which for the Yankees to get there, they have to win one out of the next 2 games. For us to get there, we have to win the next 2 games. Now let's get into the game. Play full game. Obviously, both controllers. The Twins are the gold controller, and the Yankees are the blue controller. We went 1-12-50, best record in the AL and the whole MLB. The Yankees at 103-59. Obviously, we won the AL Central. They won the AL East. Let's do it. That's Aaron Hicks, a former Twin for the Yankees, and Eddie Rosario for the Twins. Let's go with alternate one uniforms for the Twins, road uniforms for the Yankees. Target Field holds 38,885. Opened in 2010. Presentation mode broadcast theme style presentation mode broadcast theme style. The show theme cool downs on. Cloud cover clear skies. And if you do hear a mowing noise, there's someone mowing my grass right now, or our grass. So it looks like, well, technically I guess Patson's, Berrios is ready, but if I pitch him now, I don't want Gibson pitching Game 7 if we do win. So yeah, so the matches for this game and Game 7, obviously if there's a Game 7, will be the same. So Paxton and Gibson for this game, and if there is Game 7, it will be Tanaka and Berrios, who pitched a gem last night in real life. No hits through 6 innings. Well, I think it was 6 innings. Yeah, it was 6 innings. There was a dual no-hitter through 6 innings. No joke. Dual. Not for one team, for both teams. That's a loud blower. I think it usually blows off like the grass on the front porch and stuff. But, yeah, that's the thing. Bruce had a dozen strikeouts. And Corbin Burns, had 11 strikeouts. Through 6 innings, there was a no-hit. So both teams, I think, had one base runner via the hit by pitch. Tessiner got hit by a pitch, and Jake Tate got hit by a pitch. That was it. There were 6 innings. And then Byron Buxton hit a solo shot on the top of the 7th, and then they took out, right after that, they took out Burns. And then it was through, I think, 7 1/3 that the Twins had a combined no-hitter because Brewers that was taken out after 6 innings. No hits, only that one hit pitch, and a dozen strikeouts. And then Tyler Duffy, well, I think he walked the leadoff man, and then there was a single. So runners in the corners, 1 out on the bottom of the 8th. I think he struck out a guy, and then the next guy flew out the Matt Stepler and right. So he got out of it. And then Alex Conway, who blew the save on Thursday, went 1-2-3 in the 9th, so the Twins won 2-0, and they only had that one hit. We also got a run in the top of the 8th, so we won 2-0. So we had 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors. They had no runs on 1 hit, no errors. And the only hit was by, I think, their catcher, Omar Narvaez, I think. But yeah, let's get into the game. It's Paxton, a lefty, 89 overall, versus Gibson, a righty, and 81 overall. Lefty versus righty, 89 versus 81. So because it is a lefty, we have Astudillo on the plate because he's a righty, and our other catcher, Jason Tester's a lefty. Polanco's a second because he's a switch hitter, and Brock Holt, he plays it against righty because he's a lefty, I think, right? Yeah, so on the bench we have, on the bench, I mean, we have three and Marquez obviously had that started his first postseason game and had 3 RBIs, had a 2-run triple and then a sack in the top of the 4th and a sack fly in the top of the 5th. So, yeah, so on the bench is Frank, the only righty. I think in that extra inning game, I think in game 1, I started him, I think 1 for 7 with like a double. Jason Castro, Brock Holt, Nick Marquez, and Castro, Holt, and Marquez are all lefties. So that's why I have Holt plays at center base against righties because he's a lefty, but Polanco plays at center base because he's a switch hitter. Brock Holt, I don't have him playing because he's a lefty, and lefty versus lefty's hard. So yeah, the only lefties in the lineup is Matt Stepler, Manson Montana, and Eddie Rosario. Everyone else, Hamilton's a switch hitter, Donaldson's a righty, Cruz is a righty, and Donaldson and Polanco are both switch hitters, and Astudillo is a righty. So, and then they have LeMahieu at third. I think it's the same lineup. That's Gleyber Torres at second, Olsen, Gregorius, Sanchez, Boyd. Then it's the same lineup as no lineup. On the bench, they have Michael Perez, Steven Biscotti, Tommy La Stella, Wilmer Flores, and Addison Russell. So, yeah. Actually, I'll end this clip. This clip's about to end in about a minute. I don't want it to end like right in the middle of the festivities. So, Game 6 of the 2020 ALCS will be the next clip. See you on the other side. So yeah, I want a fresh clip. I don't want the clip to end during the intro of them, like the intro. So yeah, on the planet plan for our stand, Matt Sturgeon is not turned down at all. Here we go. So you can see the Brad, you already know the Mets are awaiting the winner of this series in the Fall Classic. The Yankees did there will be the battle in New York in the Fall Classic. We are here at Target Field in downtown Minneapolis for Game 6 of the 2020 ALCS between the New York Yankees and the Minnesota Twins. Hi there, everybody. Vinny J and Studio 42, ATN and Dave Walden, our special posting coverage of baseball. Here on the show, it's Game 6 of the League Championship Series. The winner will play the Mets in the World Series, if the Yankees win this game, they'll play the Mets in the World Series. It'll be the battle in New York in the Fall Classic. If the Yankees win this game, the Twins win this game, they force a winner to take out, and the Twins win this game, they force a winner to take out Game 7 tomorrow night in the game right here at Target Field. On the line here in Game 6, it's Gibson for the Twins and Paxton for the Yankees. Game 6 of the 2020 ALCS on the show comes their way next. Kyle Gibson, 1 starter in the postseason, had not no decision, 3.68 ERA, pitched 7 and a third innings, 8 hits, 1.23 whip, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. So obviously, no decision is better than a loss, but not better than a win. 2-seam fastball, 4-seam fastball, slider, changeup, and a curveball for Gibson. And here's LeMahieu to third baseman, and we're on your way from Target Field. 3-1 hitters count, and that is in there on the bomb at the bottom of the zone, 3-2. 46 degrees at first pitch, clear skies, wind 4 miles per hour blowing out to right field. That's what you expect that night, or even during the day in Minnesota in October. So it's 46 degrees, clear skies, wind 4 miles per hour blowing out to right field. As you saw the flags there on the flag court, or in the in right field. 3-2 count to LeMahieu, and he jammed him. Polanco for shallow right field, throw to first, is in time, 1 down to lead off the ball game. As Gibson jammed LeMahieu. And here's the entire lineup for the New York Yankees. DJ LeMahieu playing third base, Aaron Hicks, Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, Gleyber Torres, Matt Olson, Didi Gregorius, Darius Sanchez, and Luke Voigt, the DH. And I would say Aaron Hicks is a former Twin. That was like 4 years ago, though. He was a Twin. Maybe even 5. 1-1 count to Hicks. That's a ground ball. Donaldson raises to his left. Throw to first. Got him 2 down. I realize Donaldson's on the IL already. Yep. Hamstring. Hamstring. That's the problem. And here's Judge, who already has 5 home runs in the postseason. That's obviously, they swept the Astros, I believe, and then I think they swept the Astros. I think so, but I think so. Here we go. 1-1 count to the red-hot Aaron Judge. Fly ball. Kepler's right there. They had to shift on to the left in the infield and outfield, and that's the inning. 1-2-3 to the Yankees. Twins coming to the bat, no score in Game 6. James Paxton, two starts in the postseason. He has a 1-0 record, so he had those 2 starts. One inning out a win, and the other one had another decision in. 2.84 ERA, 12 2/3 innings pitched, 14 hits, 1.42 WHIP, 4 walks, and 3 strikeouts. So this is the 3rd star, unlike Dixon, which he has a 2nd star, and he has another decision. Paxton, his 3rd star, he has a win and another decision. Here's Hamilton, batting .250 in the postseason. Line drive caught by Matt Olson at first, 1 down. And here's the starting lineup for the Minnesota Twins. Billy Hamilton, Matt Kepler, Josh Donaldson, Matt Muncy, Eddie Rosario, Nelson Cruz at DH, Marwin Gonzalez, Jorge Polanco, and Williams Estadio. Gonzalez is struck on bat at 128 in the postseason. Estadio's been a butt 90, but obviously only plays it against lefties. That's a fly ball. That ball is hit well. Going back to Stanton. And he's got it in left center field. 2 down. And here's the postseason brackets. You can see the Yankees did sweep the Astros in the Division Series. And you can see the winner of this series will play the Mets in the Fall Classic. And if it's the Yankees, it'll be the battle. And if the Mets win, the winner of this series will play the Mets in the Fall Classic. And if it's the Yankees, it'll be the battle in New York in the Fall Classic. 2-1 down to JD. Ground ball chopped into the ground, charges Torres, but he did the 22 speed Josh Townsend by a step or 2. 1-2-3, go the Twins. We're through 1. The score is 0-0. And here comes Giancarlo Stanton. Batting .219 in the postseason, not that good. That's a foul ball. Shift to the left in the infield and outfield. So I mean, Muncy is halfway between. There's a big hole on the right side of the infield. That's a ground ball, and Stanton hit it right where no one was. Good situational inning by Giancarlo Stanton, and he gets the first hit for the Yankees. Runner at first with nobody out. Trying to jam him, that did not work. Here comes Gleyber Torres with a runner at first and nobody out. And that is low, barely 2-2. And here the umpire signed for Game 6 at the here the umpire signed for Game 6 at the 2-20 ALCS. Behind the play is Kenny Jansen. So you better make the adjustment because he likes to call the ball, strike at the knees, I think, or something like that. Here the umpire signed for Game 6 at the 2020 ALCS. Behind the plate, Kenny Jansen. At first base, Mike Fillmore. At center base, Rusty Valentine. And at third base, Jerry Hillsdale. Target field, 815 feet elevation, October 17, 2020. 100% full, 100% capacity, 38,885. 46 degrees clear. Wind 4 miles per hour blowing out the right field. Scheduled first pitch, 7:05 p.m. local time, which would be Central Time. Game scores 44 Gibson, 46 Paxton. Here we go, 2-2 count. Line drive caught by Polanco! And Muncy's not covering, but I think Stanton was already back. 1 down, here's the Twins defense. Eddie Rosario, Billy Hamilton, Matt Kepler, and the outfield, Matt Muncy, Jorge Polanco, Marwin Gonzalez, and Josh Johnson in the infield, and Williams Estadio be on the play. Obviously, Tyler Dipson on the mound. Here we go. Matt Olson. Line drive right at the ball boy. He actually made a play, foul ball. 1-2 down. Ground ball. Donaldson. Polanco. Muncy. Double play, and the inning's over. So the leadoff signal by Stanton is erased on a 5-4-3 double play. We added the bottom of the second. The score is 0-0 here at Target Field. Bottom 2. Here's Muncy. Batting .359 in the postseason. 10th pitch for Paxton. That's a ground ball. That's the first hit of the game for the Twins, and it belongs to Muncy. Aaron and Eddie Rosario, who's not that bad. Forcing fastball, not go to her cutter, and a changeup for Paxton, by the way. 1 on count. And that is low, 2-0 on the cutter at 88 miles per hour. 2 on count. Foul ball and a changeup at 85 on the bottom, at the bottom of the zone. 2-2 count now to Eddie Rosario. Line or ground ball fair! Down the line! Runner at set, or Muncie will stop at second base. 2 on, nobody out for the Twins in the bottom of the second. Here comes Nelson Cruz, a.k.a. the Booms, to the 2 on, nobody out. 1 on count. Swing and a miss on a fastball at 95. Here we go. 1-2 down. Our line drive going back is Judge, and he makes the catch in the warning track. Muncie's tabbed in, and he'll get the third easily. Runners in the corners with 1 away as Cruz got the lead runner over to third base, and here's the Yankees defense. Giancarlo Stanton, Aaron Hicks, and Aaron Judge in the outfield. Matt Olson, who won Gold Glove this year, also has 2019. Labor Torres, Dorius, DJ LeMay in the infield, and Darius Sanchez, who said it says 2019 Gold Glove winner, but I believe it means this year. Beyond the play, obviously, James Paxton on now. Here's Gonzalez. Runners in corners with 1 away. Runners in corners with 1 away. Fly ball. It should score the run. Judge is lining up. It's caught. They're sending Muncie. Thrown in the play. It's on line, and he got him. Aaron Judge with a great throw over right field, and the inning's over. 1 left for Minnesota. The score is still 0-0. Thanks to this great throw by Aaron Judge. Or thanks to a great throw by Aaron Judge. Top 3. What a throw. Caught the line drive by Gonzalez and threw out Muncie by like 15 feet. The Judge, great throw, because if that was offline, I was on a score. Muncie, that's a line drive. That would be trouble. Hits the wall by the 339 side. No one's over there. And that one would be a double for Dorius, but he's on with a leadoff double. Runner at center with nobody out. And here comes Darius Sanchez, who had a home run to make it, I think it was, to make it 4-2 in the bottom of the 8th in Game 5, 2 nights ago in the game. 2 on count. Fly ball! That ball is hit well! And that won't be caught! As it's right below the out-of-town scoreboard. Well, they send the runner. They are sending him. Throw home is not in time, and the Yankees take the first lead of Game 6. An RBI double for Darius Sanchez. He remains hot in the postseason. And it's 1-0 Yankees in the top of the third. So a double by Dorius, and then an RBI double by Sanchez. Aaron Judge, Luke Voigt had an RBI ground out in Game 5 and made it 4-1. 1 on count. Foul ball and a changeup below the zone, 1-2. 1-2 count. Ground ball, hit the runner over. Throw to first is in time. 4-3 down by Voigt, but this hit the runner over. And now the lineup will roll over. Here's LeMay. Infield is back. If you get to the middle infielder, it should score the runner from center or third base. 1 on count. At the line drive, and that ball will be caught, and the runner at third will stay where he is. He only has 27 speed. He would have been out by probably even more than how Muncie was out, because runner at third was slower than Muncie, so it's a shallow fly ball. They do not send him. Here's Aaron Hicks. Runner at third with 2 away. Ground ball. Gonzalez charging, throws, and the inning's over. And the Yankees stranded a runner at third base, but they do score 1 thanks to this RBI double by Darius Sanchez. Middle of 3, the score is now the Yankees 1 and the Twins 0. Here we go, bottom 3, Jorge Polanco, and Astudillo, and then the top of the order. Ground ball at the middle, and it's out on the reach of the Diamonds. Labor Torres, leading off man for the Twins in the bottom of the third. And here comes Astudillo with a runner at first and nobody out. Astudillo 4 for 21 in the postseason, will bat at 190. No one runs 2 RBIs. Runner at first and nobody out. And a pop-up! And that will be caught by Sanchez beyond the play in foul territory. 1 down, Astudillo popped. As Astudillo pops up to the catch. Darius Sanchez in foul as Astudillo fouls out. Here comes Hamilton. Fly ball coming over is Judge, and he will make the catch. 2 down. for the number 2 batter, which I believe is Max Kepler. I believe it is. Yes. Who flew out in the first. Tying run at first base with 2 away. Fly ball, heads up over there. 1-2 count. Another foul ball. As that too close to take because who knows if Kenny Jansen was gonna win him up or not. 1-2 count. Oh, Tapper. DeLeMayo go for the force down center base and he gets it. 1 left for the Twins. We head to the 4th and game 6. The score is 1-0 Yankees. Both teams have 3 hits and no errors, but the Yankees have 1 run and the Twins have none. Here comes Aaron Judge. That's a ground ball as he goes and hits the shift. That's the same Stanton did. Judge did this time. Leadoff man for the Yankees in the top of the 4th. And now it's Stanton who's signaled the other way. Now there's not the shift on because they're in double play depth. The infield is. Ground ball. Taylor made 4-6-3. A double play. Would have been a hit if they had a shift on, but unfortunately they didn't because it was double play depth. So that's double play. Here's Gleyber Torres. Ground ball to Polanco. Throw to Mance. Muncy's in time and the inning's over. Middle of 4, the score is still 1-0 Yankees. Here comes Josh Donaldson. Shift is on, and that is low on the knuckle curve. And that is another knuckle curve low. Muncy on that 3-1 hitters down to Josh Donaldson. A ground ball back to Paxton. 1 down. As that might have been ball 4, it kind of jammed him. It was on the line though. Here's a top pitch speed comparison. 96 miles per hour for Paxton, 93 miles per hour for Dixon. Here comes Muncy, who did single and was thrown out at the plate in the 2nd inning. Ground ball right into the ground. Gregorius to the right of second. Got Muncy by a step and a half, maybe a step, 2 down. So it wasn't by that much. Here's Eddie Rosario. Line drive almost at the 3rd base coach. Ground ball. Dada hit that the other way, but he doesn't. Slow throw at Gregorius for pitch by Olsen. 1-2-3 to the Twins. We head to the 5th in game 6. The score is still 1-0 Yankees. And then Matt Olson who put that low throw at Gregorius to end the previous inning. Ground ball the other way, base hit. And that, well, he's 29 speed. Rosario will cut it off, so it's only a single for Olsen, but they do have a base runner for the next batter, which Gregorius 1 for 1 with a double and scored the only run for the Yankees. 1 on count. Ground ball at the Gibson. 2nd 1. First. Double. No, not a double. But whoa, Mike Fillmore. He looked out by a step, maybe even more than that. Our manager is Dave Roberts, by the way. He looked out. I mean, hopefully I kind of see this. We only have 10 seconds now, but because it's double play, I have to show you everything. Yeah, you'll see. Yeah, he's out. And Twins will challenge the call at first base because that wasn't a step, but it was like half a step. It should have been clear, but call on the field is safe. They have to have indisputable video evidence to overturn the call on the field. And yeah, he's out. I mean, I don't know how you missed that. He's out by half a step. And he's right there. And here's the call by the home plate umpire Kenny Jansen. And he is. And the runner is out. The call on the field is overturned, and the Twins get another challenge if they want to use it. If they want to use it later in the ball game. And here comes the guy who had the RBI double. 1 on count. Foul ball. 1-2 still 1-2, I believe. Yeah. Here we go. Still another 1-2 count. Another foul ball at the end of the bat. Valley Town is waving here at Target Field in downtown Minneapolis. The Yankees lead 1-0. 2 outs, no runners on top 5. Ground ball, and Sanchez is 2 for 2 with a single or a RBI double. Now a single, and throw to first is not in time. Here's Voigt. Voigt rounds one right to Dixon. Throw to Muncy and the inning's over. Halfway home and Dame sits the scores. The Yankees 1 and the Twins 0. Check in the real life Twin storm. We're back here in Target Field. Let's go on the field. Check in with INNING. It's 1-1 in the real Twins game, and it's the Brewers.
Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle. All right, how do you think?
Hey, Heidi, as in there's Nelson Cruz in the real Twins game. The real Twins game. Well, in the first inning, it's like there's a single, fielder's choice, double, and then a ground out, and then 1, 2, 3 in the bottom of the first, and strikeout, looked in, walked, and then a double play, and then it was a ground out, an error, no, that's a double, and then a sac fly, and then a ground out, and then it looks like now a strikeout by pitcher, because obviously it's in Milwaukee and no universal DH. So, I mean, I think they only have like one hit, but 1-1, so no shutout like last night, and no, I mean, that was like 1 in a million then. 1-1 count to Nelson Cruz. Cruz grounds one through the hole, base hit. He has 14 speed, no one's covering first base, so that is a single for Nelson Cruz. Tying run on base with nobody out. He has 14 speed, but still a base runner for Marwin Gonzalez, who unfortunately was the one that had a fly out the right, and Muncy was thrown out at the plate. Line drive caught by Torres. Throw it to first. Molson's not covering. There's Polanco, single in the third. Ground ball, could be 2. Second 1. On the system meant for 1. Throw to first, double play, and the inning's over. We added the sense of the Yankees up 1-0. So another double play. Here's LeMahieu, top of the order. They have 1 run, and they're 12 outs away from the World Series. Fly ball on the line, foul, 1-2. Little tapper, Muncy would field it and sits on the first base bat himself. 3-0 assisted ground ball, 1 down. Here's hits over 2 ground outs. 3-1 hitters count. Little ground ball, base hit, and he is going 2, and he would get there easily as Rosario kind of stumbled, and he hits it in there with a stand-up double. Here's Aaron Judge, they're sending with 1 away, and they're starting to warm up Mike Moore in the Twins bullpen in left center field. Here we go. Foul ball. 2-2 count. Ground ball hit the runner over. Polanco will make the play, 2 outs, and the runner does go over to third. Runner at third with 2 away. Here's Stanton, a big moment in the game. Foul tip held on by Astudillo. It's 1-2, so it's not an out unless it's strike 3, which it was not. 1-2 count. Little fly ball, and it is caught by Kepler, and the inning's over. And the Yankees strand a runner at third base. Middle of 6 to score. Still, the Yankees 1 and the Twins 0. Here's Astudillo, who popped out or fouled out earlier. 50th pitch, passed in right to Olsen, 3 assisted ground ball, 1 down. There's Hamilton, is 0 for 2. If he didn't hit on him, he has blazing speed. That's why the corner infielders are in. For the bunt, ground ball right to Olsen, and it popped over him! A bad hop! And Hamilton's on with 95 speed. Tyne runs on base, and he might steal a base or 2. There goes Hamilton! It's a hit and run. Throw to first by LeMahieu is in time. 2 down, but Hamilton gets to second base. It could have been through. Maybe Hamilton could have got the third or scored if it didn't hit right to LeMahieu. Here's Donaldson. Runner at center with 2 away. Hit to the outfield will tie the game because Hamilton has blazing speed. Ground ball almost hit Hamilton. Throw to first by Dorius. What a pick by Olsen. And Hamilton's hit goes by the wayside. We headed the 7th as the Yankees still up 1-0. Fisher in the bat third inning, 1 run in the game, which belongs to the Yankees. No notch in the Yankees bullpen. Both starters are still in the baseball game. Line drive, base hit. There's a righty warm up in the Twins bullpen. That will go all the way to the wall, and that's a leadoff double for the Yankees, trying to extend their lead. And that might be the day. That might be a day for Dixon because he's only thrown 66 pitches, but there's a runner at center and nobody out, and that will be it from Kyle Dixon. Here comes Mike Morin. Here's Mike Moore. Runner at center is responsible for Dixon. Ground ball. Donaldson cannot cut it off. The runner at center will go to third and stay there, but there's runners in corners with nobody out. Runners in corners with nobody out for D.G. Gregorius. He's 0 for 2. Infield, I believe, is in. Infield isn't. No. Yeah, outfield straight up and normal. Infield straight up and in for Gregorius. 3-2 counts. Line drive, and that ball is caught, and the runner stays where he is. The runner at first goes at the first, and the runner at third never moved. Runners in the corners are going away now. Here's Sanchez, who's 2 for 2 with a double. Sindel drove in the only run with an RBI double earlier. 3-2 count. Ground ball up the middle. Can they turn it? Second one. First double play. And the Twins survive. The Yankees do not score. 7-inch stretch time here at Target Field in downtown Minneapolis. The score is still 1-0 Yankees. And this looks what the end, so I'll see you on the other side. I mean, now I'm running in the corners, nobody out. A shallow fly ball that the runner at third isn't tagged, and then a 6-4-3 double play. Here's Muncy, bottom 7, still 1-0. I mean, if it was 2-0 or even if it was even 2-0, that could be over. But here, I mean, you're one pitch once in a while. If you didn't sell, it'll be tied. Ground ball hit hard and past LeMahieu. Tying around base and nobody out. Aaron Dunn's Rosario with a tying run at first base and nobody out. They're signing up Dylan Betances in the Yankees bullpen. Little tapper, the runner will get over. Good play by Rosario, swinging bunt, and he got Rosario by a hair at first base. But Muncy does go to center base. Here's Cruz, 2 for 12 with an RBI in the series, tying run at center base with 1 away. Little fly ball hits his bat, and he makes the catch. Muncy's tagged in. Throw to third is safe, or not in time. Muncy goes over to third with 2 away. And it's up to Gonzalez now. Runner at third, 2 outs, timer 90 feet away. Little ground ball, and the Twins do not score. We headed the 8th of the Yankees, still up 1-0. There's Voigt. No action in the Twins bullpen. Top of the order followed. Ground ball to Muncy. The only down the right side of the infield. Throws the more and 1 down. Here's Sarn to Parsons. Dipson sits in, I think, the 6th innings. Patson's down 7. And both starters have done great. But one's in line for the win and one's in line for the loss at this moment. That's a foul ball. 1-2 to LeMahieu. Here's the Twins. I mean, you had chances, but you're not coming through on the chances you have. Throw to first is in time, 2 down. And the Yankees had a chance last inning. Rosanna corner, there's nobody out, but they didn't score. A shallow fly ball to the runner doesn't, too shallow to tad. Or a shallow fly ball to left, but the runner doesn't tad in, and a 6-4-3 double play. Line drive foul. He tried to go that way again, like he did earlier. And he did. It was too far over to the left. That was a hand and changeup, sort of. Was Richard Gonzalez. In and over. Twins have 6 more outs to work with as they're now 1-0. 8-9-1 do it for the Twins in the bottom of the 8th. Polanco, Astudillo, and then the top of the order, Hamilton. And here comes Dylan Betances, who hasn't have an earned run in four appearances in the postseason. Polanco was batting right-handed and now batting left-handed because the pitchers. Line drive! Deep in the gap is Gregorius Jr. jumped out. What a play by Gregorius! There's passing 7 innings pitch, 6 hits, no runs, no earned runs, no walks, no strikeouts, the 7 pitches thrown. And here comes Astudillo, as he's playing as a switch hitter. So he was a righty because passing the lefty, but now he was a lefty because Betances is a righty. Here's Astudillo. Ground ball to Olsen again. Throws it to Betances, and Astudillo's out by 15 feet, 2 down. Twins are running out of time. Here comes Hamilton. They're starting to run up their closer. Is actually Chad Green, not Chapman. So you might have to avoid Chapman. I'm not sure. 1-1 count. Foul ball. If you didn't hit him on him, he was, I think, he was at center base earlier. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Hamilton's retired. We head in the 9th of the Yankees still up 1-0. Pitchers duel here. Both stars are out of the game now. Morton will remain in the game. Fly ball foul. Here we go, 1-2 down. That was a Hayden slide right to Muncy. Throw to Moore and covering, 1 down. Here's Stanton, the only one running the name of score for the Yankees on an RBI double by Gary Sanchez in the top of the 3rd. Energy of Morin's in the yellow, but no action in their bullpen. Fly ball hit well. Deep right field. Won't get in that overhand in, or does go in over it. It won't go in an overhand. Gone. Giancarlo Stanton with a 371-foot bomb, 101 miles per hour off the bat. Exactly. Solo homer by Giancarlo Stanton, the straightaway right field. Dot into that overhand, barely. Because if it hit the face into the overhand, it's in play, but it's into the first row or first or second row of the overhand. It's a 370-foot solo shot for Giancarlo Stanton, and it's 2-0 Yankees. It was extend their lead, and here comes Chauvin Hildenberger. 1-2 down. Ground ball. Throw to first. 2 down. So unfortunately for the Twins, I mean, that center run's huge, because now the Twins need 2 runs. Here's Olsen. No runners on 2 outs, top 9, but the Yankees up 2-0. Foul ball. Due up in the, it's 2-3-4 due up for the Twins in the bottom of the 9th. So they have the meat of their order in the 9th. 3-2 down. Fly ball right to Rosario. He has to move back, and the inning's over. But then to a solo home run into the first or second row of the overhand, and straight away, or then to a solo home run into the first or second row of the overhand and straightaway right field by Giancarlo Stanton. The score is now the Yankees 2 and the Twins 0. The Twins need 2 runs to tie, 3 to force a game 7 in the bottom of the 9th. Middle of 2, the score is the Yankees 2 and the Twins 0. Here it's 2-3-4 drew up for the Twins in the bottom of the 9th, and here comes Chad Green, the Yankees closer, trying to shut the door. And he's 4-4 on save opportunities in the postseason. Shut the door and send the Yankees to the World Series to play the Mets. 1-0 count. Foul ball. I mean, the shift is on. Ground ball trying to go against the shift does not work. The ground ball. Oh, good play by Green. 1 down. If that got past him, I think Kepler's reaching. Good play by Green. 1 down, and the Twins, if you did that sending out, it's not over, but it might hurt your confidence. Here we go. Fly ball! That ball is killed! Going back his hits! It is gone! Into the batter's eye! And it's 2-1! Donaldson with a bomba! 426 feet to dead center, or 426 feet to dead center field, 102.9 miles per hour off the bat, and they have cut the Yankees lead to 1, and they have cut the Yankees lead in half at 1 at 2-1. So that extra home by Stanton still is the difference, because this game would be tied if Stanton didn't hit the solo home run in the top half of the inning. Donaldson hits a solo home run Stanton had a solo home run in the top half of the inning. Now Donaldson has a solo home run in the bottom half of the inning. Or Stanton had a solo shot in the top half of the inning, and Donaldson has a solo shot in the bottom half of the inning. But the Yankees still lead by 1, and it's 2 outs away from the Fallen Classics. Ground ball through. He will go for 2, and no, he will not. But the tie runs on base with nobody out when the winning run is coming to the plate. Eddie Rosario. No. And then the Yankees bullpen are signing Aroldis Chapman in a hurry because the tying runs at first base with nobody, or with one away. Muncy's running, and he swung and missed. Throw to second. It's low, safe. As Muncy's at second base with 1 away. It was a low throw. It's a low throw. And it's a low throw. The door has blocked it, but now it hits to tie it. No, Chapman's not come in yet. Fly ball. That ball will get down. And that ball will get down and go over the wall, but the run will score anyways. And the game is tied. The Twins have tied it. And the winning run is at second base with 1 away. A game-tying RBI double for Rosario. And now they're on Brendan Chapman to face Nelson Cruz. Winning run at second base with 1 away. He snapped his bat as he jammed Cruz with a 98-mile-per-hour four-seam fastball. 1-3 ground out, 2 away. Rosario does not move. But here comes Gonzalez. Fly ball! Judge! Over! And he's got it, and the inning's over. But the Twins get 2 runs. One on a solo homer by Josh Johnson. The other on a tying RBI double by Eddie Rosario. We headed the 10th with a game tied at 2. Both teams have 2 runs and 9 hits, no errors. And they're starting to warm up in the Twins bullpen. They're starting to warm up Joe Smith in the Twins bullpen. Hildenberger's still in now. Line drive! That ball is caught by Hamilton, 1 down. Ground ball right through the shift. I know no runs on base with nobody, or with 1 away. Here's Voigt. Ground ball, QB2. Muncy. Gonzalez. Back to Muncy. Double play and the inning's over. And the Twins win the game by scoring 1 run in the bottom of the 10th. Middle of 10, the score is 2-2. 8-9-1 do up for the Twins in the bottom of the 10th. Chapman still in. That's a pop-up, but that one gets down as he jammed Polanco. And the winner runs on base with nobody out. And here's Astudillo. Now he's on a bunt. And that's a foul ball from Astudillo, so that did not work. Little fly ball, and that will be caught by Judge. And the runner at first goes back to first. Runner at first with 1 away. So it's not a double play, but it does get out. Here's Hamilton, though. It's 1 for 4 in the ball game. Ground ball! Judge fell. That might have ended it if it was fair. Well, at least that was under the runner to third, at least. Fly ball under it is hits. 2 down, and Polanco goes at the first base again. It's up to Max Kepler now. Hit down the line or in the gap. Might end the game. He's 0 for 4. He's due. Foul ball on the left field line. 1-2 now to Max Kepler. And that is low on a 98-mile-per-hour fastball. Foul ball again, a two-seam fastball at 95. To the count. And that is low. It's 3-2. Donaldson on deck. Runner at first will be in motion. Ground ball. Throw to first by LeMahieu, and the inning's over. We headed to the 11th, and Dame sits with the score 2-2. Here's LeMahieu, and here comes Joe Smith. Submariner. Ground ball fair! As it hits the sidewalls, that will prevent LeMahieu going anywhere past first base. No runs on base and nobody out. Here we go. They're squaring really late. It was a good square. Esteo's got to hurry. And he's safe at first base. A bunt signal for hits 2-on, nobody out for the Yankees in the top of the 11th for Aaron Judge. Huge at bat for Aaron Judge. Ground ball, base hit. And holding the runner, bases loaded, nobody out. And that throws offline, would have been safe. Bases loaded, nobody out for the Yankees in the top of the 11th. Infield is in for Giancarlo Stanton, who homered in the 9th. Ground ball up the middle. That will get through, and the outfield was back. So 2-run might score. Stanton is safe at second base, and it's 4-2. As the infield was in, the outfield looked like they were back. Why are they deep? But that scored 2 runs, and Stanton hit a double, I believe. But 2 RBIs. And they'll intentionally walk a guy. Bases loaded, nobody out. Force any bases in order. Double plays in order too, but there's nobody out. So, I mean, he came back in the 9th by scoring 2 runs. Going to do it again, but I mean, there's still nobody out. And if they get a few more runs, this could be ball game. And here comes Tyler Duffy now. Bases loaded, nobody out. Ground ball, base hit. 2 runs will score. Throw to third, safe, and it's 6-2. They have 4 runs in the inning, and that could be ball game. Here's Dodorius, 0 for 4. Ground ball. No, he's not going home. Throw home is not, and he's safe at first base. Bases loaded, nobody out. And it's in from bad to worse. Fly ball, that will at least be an out, but that will be a run. The runners are tagged and throw to third, safe. 7-2, runners at the corners with 1 away. Ground ball, it could be 2. Second one, first, and the inning's over, but the Yankees at 5. And they're 3 outs away from the fall classic to play the Mets. Middle of 11, the scores, the Twins 7. Or the scores, the Yankees 7 and the Twins 2. Well, here's Chapman. Foul ball. Unfortunately, they need 5 to tie, 6 to win, and they got 2 at the tie in the 9th. That was hit hard, foul. That's hit hard. Donaldson has done it again. Back-to-back home runs for him. It's gone, and it's 7-3. His second home run and as many as second home run and as many at bats. 404 feet to right center field, 102.6 miles per hour off the bat. His second of the game, and it's 7-3. His second home run and as many as bats, and it is now 7-3 within a grand slam. Second straight, and here comes Zach Britton because Chapman's getting tired. Ground ball, base hit. So a home run was single. Runner at first and nobody out. It's 7-3, but who knows? This could happen. 3-2 count. There goes Muncy. That's a ground ball. That got through. And Muncy's going to third. Runners in towards and nobody out. Tyne runs on deck, and the Twins are storming again for Nelson Cruz. That's a fly ball. That ball is hit well. That ball is gone. Gone. It's gone. It is 7-6. Unbelievable. 354 feet. 3 home run for Cruz. 354 feet down the right field line. 93.5 miles per hour off the bat. Not a far home run or a hard home run, but it's 7-6 with still nobody out. So a home run by Donaldson, then 2 singles, and then a 3-run home run by Cruz, and it's suddenly 7-6. No, that's not just to the left of the right field foul pole. So it's a home run by Donaldson, 2 singles, and then a 3-run home run by Cruz, but still 7-6. Little tapper, throw to first, and there's 1 away. They still have a lead, despite giving up a solo home run, 2 singles, and a 3-run home run. Here's Polanco, Astudillo on deck. Line drive, and that ball is caught, and the Yankees are 1 out away from the Fall Classic. And now it's Astudillo. It's Uthindy would probably be pinch hit for. They got 4 straight guys got on, the last 2 guys got out, and now who do you put in? They're gonna put in Frederick Franco to pinch it for Astudillo. Here we go. He's got to get on to extend this ball game. And a ground ball, and that will be game, and the Yankees hang on to win, and it 7-6 over the Twins in 11 innings, and they move on to the World Series to play the Mets. The Yankees, congratulations to the American League champion New York Yankees, as they hang on to win 7-6 over the Minnesota Twins in 11 innings. Got 5 in the top half of the inning. The Twins got 4 in the bottom half of the inning. It was a solo home run by Donaldson, 2 singles, and a 3-run home run by Nelson Cruz. And then the next 3 guys got out via a 1-3 ground out, L9, and then a 4-3 ground out. And the Yankees move on to the World Series to play the New York Mets. So the 2020 World Series will be a battle of New York. Unfortunately, the Twins cannot. The first home run, solo home run, single, 3-run home run, but unfortunately, it's not enough. Stanton had that home run in the 9th, and the Twins down 2-0, 2 in the 9th to tie it, and then the Yankees got 5 in the top of the 11th. Twins got 4. For Vinny J, the playoff punch first game, this has been the American League Championship Series. What a game. The Yankees got 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 9th. Twins got 2 in the 9th. And then the Yankees got 5 in the 11th. And then the Twins got 4 in the 11th. Chapman gets the win. Smith gets the loss. Stanton's the player of the game because he had a home run and 3 RBIs too. And then Sanchez had the other 2 RBIs, and Olsen had the other 2 RBIs. So Stanton had 3 RBIs. Sanchez had 2 RBIs, and then Olsen had the other 2 RBIs. For the Twins, Donaldson had 2 solo shots. Cruz had a 3-run home run, and then Rosario had the other RBI, which tied it with a ground rule double in the 9th inning. But what a game. Yankees got 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 9th. Twins got 2 in the 9th to tie it. Yankees got 5 in the top 11, and the Twins got 4 in the bottom 11. It was a solo home run by Donaldson, 2 singles, and then a 3-run home run by Cruz, but the next 3 guys got out. 1-3 ground out, L9, and a 4-3 ground out. But unfortunately, it's not meant to be. Twins will not go back to bat, unfortunately. They lose the series 4-2. Next video on next episode of the series, I was gonna have, I think, if it was Game 7, it would be 2 weekends from now. But because now it's, but now it's not, but because it's now not going to be Game 7, it still might be that weekend. It might not be though. So the next episode of the series will be opening in 2021. I'm not sure what it is. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna do the off-season right now. I don't think, probably not. I don't think so. Probably not, no. But unfortunately, this wasn't meant to be. But that was a day 11th, didn't it? Though? I mean, it was a slugfest. 7 on the 15th no errors for the Yankees. 6 on the 14th no errors for the Twins. So 29 hits, 13 runs. Aroldis Chapman, it's a win. Joe Smith, it's a loss. And Giancarlo Stanton is the player of the game. By the way, Gleyber Torres was on that intentionally walked, by the way. Everyone got a hit for the Yankees besides Luke Voigt, and everyone got a hit for the Twins except for Matt Kepler, Marwin Gonzalez, Williams Astudillo, and obviously, and then the pinch hitter Franco pinch hit for Astudillo in the bottom of the 11th. So yeah, next video on the channel, or next episode of the series will be opening in 2021. That might be 2 weekends from now. It was definitely, next episode of the series, if it would be Game 7 of the ALCS, would definitely be 2 weekends from now. At the latest, or that's when it would be 2 weekends from now. But because it's opening in 2021, I'm thinking the earliest it will be 2 weekends from now. It might not. It might be like 3 weekends from now. I'm not sure. But the earliest next episode will be, which will be opening in 2021, will be 2 weekends from now. Next video on this channel will be the next episode of my Dash C Madden 21 Career Mode series, or the next episode of my Green Bay Packers Madden 21 franchise series. So it'll be the next episode of my Madden 21 Career Mode series or my Madden 21 franchise series. I haven't decided yet, but it'll be the next episode of my Madden 21 Career Mode series or my Madden 21 franchise series. Okay, that's time to close no board. If you have the like button, subscribe if you have any mom, dad, grandpa, aunt, and don't spend friends about these videos. And I'm going to see you in episode number 21 of this Minnesota Twins March October continued in franchise series. See you in episode number 21 and eat a lot of bacon. Thank you for watching, guys. See you next time. Go Twins, and there's always next season. And once again, go Twins.